Cyprus football, the passion, the thrill. The passion, the thrill. The stadium's roar, you can feel the chill. You can feel the chill. The teams are ready, the battles will start. The battles will start with dreams of glory, they'll play with heart.
Kalimera, Kalispero, every time you're watching, this is Mappa. April Fool's Day is over. There will be no more jokes, no more ha-ha-has. That's all.
Yes. Oh, there was some classic April Fool's jokes out this year, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's barely chuckling ones.
Somebody said something about Aris being bought out by a very famous investor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Supersport FM did the really funny thing of we got a recording of somebody fixing matches. Yeah, and then you play the thing, and they're like, "Happy April Fool's Day."
No, do you know what's happened? They probably do have that audio, and they probably did put it out there, and they was like, "Oh shit, wait, let's put an asterisk and say it was April Fool's," because
Well, I mean, the thing is, you click on the audio, and it goes, "Oh, April Fool's Day." Ha 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 ha.
Can you imagine?
Because it's only a 6-second clip, and you're like, "Oh, they can't have said that much in 6 seconds."
Can you imagine if you click on that link to listen to the audio and that sex noise comes up?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it to Rockax.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it to Rockax to make that sex noise. Or Pedro. God, stars, you mean to go on? Fuck me.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my
right.
after a weekend without the Brighton, F yeah, come on, my guy.
Oh yeah, because the Mappa never stops.
Never.
Yes.
Even when we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's going to be one of those nights.
Right.
It's going to be one of those. Okay, let's go with this, man. I've got the giggles already. Fuck's sake.
So let's get started. Right. So,
Jesus.
no Brodatlima this week. So we've got national team stuff going on instead.
Yes.
And what a start to the international break for Cyprus. Losing 1-0 to Belarus, especially that first half, was just a giant turd. They just dropped trowel and just left a giant turd on the pitch for the first half. They had 63% possession. No shots at goal in the first half, and they went in 1-0 behind, and they were lucky to be only 1-0 behind when they went in. Their possession for possession's sake, as soon as they got anywhere near the Belarus goal, they'd get tackled and then get left behind by the pace of the Belarus players. The second half was a lot better, but, still rubbish, obviously, because we didn't get a goal back. So we start the international break with a 1-0 loss to Belarus. Disappointing. However.
I like the sound of that, however.
Yes. The second game against Moldova, the first half, was we were dancing on the ceiling. We were Lionel Richieing all over the place. Considering that ACB only had the one stand open, it was the one with the roof. All the fans were dancing on the ceiling. Anyway, much better performance in the first half, where again, 60-odd% possession on top of them the whole time, but the possession and the passing was more direct, more forward, and more quick. Blitzed Moldova in the first half to get to a 3-0 lead. Haralambos doubling his tally for Cyprus in one game.
Come on.
They've gone in at half time, and then I thought they were about to dick this lot 7 or 8-0.
Yeah.
Except kind of the roles reversed in the second half, and with no composure whatsoever. The players lost their heads. Moldova came back into the game after a couple of substitutions, and towards the end of the game, Moldova should have had a penalty, but the ref decided the ball went out in the build-up. It didn't. It didn't. I saw the replay. The ball did not go all the way out, and therefore it should have been a penalty. There was an absolute corker of a shot as well after that hit the outside of the post with Parascavas well beaten. But a win is a win, is a win is a win.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take it. 3-2. We've got some appearance and goal stats. Gastanos is now the 9th top goal scorer ever for the Ethniki,
Okay.
passing Spogliarits, Gogits, and Yasemagis. He's also got the same amount of caps as Magridis, and is sat in 6th behind Artimadas.
Mm.
On the other end of the spectrum, we had debuts for Evagoras Antoniou, Panayotis Andreou, Angelos Neofidou, Andreas Paraskevas, and Stavros Georgiou. Nice.
For a second, I thought you were going to make a Spectrum joke there.
No.
Fucking hell.
No.
Sorry.
No, it's not that kind of night. Not yet. Not yet. Night's still early. But yeah.
I'll tell you what, the first half display was absolutely brilliant. And I like the control that these players had on the ball. They didn't panic. Some of the football was fantastic, and the finishing for the goals was brilliant as well. And for me, it's nice to see Humble getting in on the act, couple of goals. But yeah, but Pedro, we'll go into your question in a bit, Pedro. We'll go into your question in a bit. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, first half against Moldova was what we want to see. The second half, the only reason I can think of the drop-off in performance was because Aggies sent them out specifically to test their defensive capabilities. So he asked them specifically to sit back just to see what that looks like, I guess. Yeah.
Well, look, let's get it right. Our clean sheets record isn't particularly great.
No.
Even when we've gone with like 11 defenders with the terrorist as head coach. So perhaps we should just be all out attack from the first whistle. That's probably the thing to do.
Yep. Now, the thing I liked about the Moldova game as well is that Bitas was utilized more in his Apollon role, where almost like a false 9, where he sat a bit deeper, and that let Loizu and Gaguli go further forward. So he was kind of like picking up the pieces and then just blasting the ball towards them, trying to catch them on the runs. And that's that. I want to see a bit more of that when Bitas is on the pitch.
Were there any performances that kind of let you down or you felt a bit disappointed by?
The Belarus game, Gastanos was poor, especially in the first half. Panayotis was the one who gave the ball away for Belarus to score their goal. That was a bit disappointing. Hamburg Iriago did a good job against Moldova, I thought, as well. But Stavros Georgiou was a bit of a letdown against Belarus. Like I said, when the teams were announced, his position in the team would have been better filled by a right back. A right back would have been nice, instead of using Sachas at right back. Seeing somebody like Ioannou or Sergiu in that place instead, giving them a chance to see what they can do for the team, a bit more of a chance. But Georgiou, it's first appearance. He's not. He doesn't know a lot of those players. He's not played with those players before. So if he's going to be used in the future, there's a bedding in period for players like that.
Yeah. Do you know what, mate? Look, we're not pleased with the results, and some performances as well.
Mm,
But I think right now we're at the stage where we've got some very promising players coming through.
correct.
And we're not just talking about at senior level, we're talking about the U21s, the U19s, even the 17s. And to be honest, even senior players that are on the cusp
Mhm.
of playing for the national team. We've got that pool of talent. And I think Agis Express is in a bit of a pickle at the moment because he probably doesn't even know his best squad. And let's not forget,
Yeah.
there are players that haven't been called up for a while, like Gogits and Sotiriou and a few other players for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So
So Sotiriou, the Sotiriou we're talking about is the one who's playing in Poland right now. Is the central
well,
defender.
I'm talking about Ruel.
Oh, you're talking about Ruel. Well,
Mm.
I mean, to be fair, Ruel hasn't had
No, but I mean,
many
what I'm saying
games.
is at least he's an option.
Yeah.
You know, and he's been an option in the past. And I
Mhm.
think we're actually in a good situation, really. Again, the results haven't been great, but the performances since Uggie's come in have been brilliant in comparison to what we've seen in previous years. So
Correct.
it's all it's not great seeing them lose, and it's probably not great for the confidence, but you could tell that they give a shit. You
Yeah.
know, these players give a shit. So long may it continue, man.
Yeah. I
You know.
mean, they were given. I think they're more motivated now with Agis than they ever were with,
Mm,
one of the previous
yeah,
people there.
yeah.
But the fact that he doesn't know his first 11, he might have a few more choices come the summer.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
Super Sport. It was Super Sport, was it,
Costa
or was it
Sport.
Gostessera Sport? Yeah,
Yeah.
Gostessera Sport came out with a revelation that Morgan Brown and Joseph Kvida are gonna have their Cypriot passports by the time call-ups come up in the summer. In my notes, I've written here, pretends to be shocked.
Well, for Morgan, we're not. For
No,
Kvida, but
Kvida is a little bit of a surprise,
yeah.
but he has spoken about it previously, about doing it. So if he's serious about it as well, that is a very, very big improvement in defense.
For sure. Because
And
if he does go for it, then effectively we've got a choice of what we've got: Gosti, Panayodu, Kvida, Laifi. That's 4 already.
Gosti.
Is it Gosti?
No, you mean Shelly?
Sorry.
You've got an Andreu as well.
Yeah, Andreu as well. Yeah, Silas
Yeah.
Andreu. Yeah. So
And then you've
Gosti's a
got
midfielder. Sorry.
yeah, and then you've got Sotiriou as well, which I keep banging on about in Poland. He's doing fantastic in Poland.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think it's Corona. The Corona fans
Yes.
adore him. So
Yeah.
it's someone I think we need to take seriously.
Well,
But,
look, again, options.
yeah,
Options. And again, for the goalkeeper, Balaskeva making his debut,
yeah,
I thought it was pretty decent.
yeah, he did all right.
You know, so okay, Fabiano is probably going to be number 1 when he comes back. We've still got Joel more to think about. Again, you got the rest of them as well. So
Yeah,
come on, man, it's a good time.
yeah. Well, and the thing is, we'll actually have a defensive midfielder who can do the job for once as well in Morgan Brown.
Yes.
Unlike Gusullo. I know. I'm burying him. I'm burying him a bit, even though he didn't actually play barely any minutes this time around. But yeah.
Anyway,
a much better defensive midfielder.
yes.
Yeah. Now the other one is one Marcos Edwards.
Oh man.
Yes. Come on, Marcus. Yes. Burnley winger Marcus Edwards was in Cyprus this international break, enjoying his auntie's cooking. I went to drop in to watch a match at the Recipe. Now, he turned up for the Belarus match, And despite what he saw, not because of what he saw, according to Agis Express himself, while Marcus Edwards is continuing to leave his options open, for the first time, Edwards has said that he's seriously considering turning out for Cyprus. Yes.
Well, look, let's get it straight, okay? From what I was told, and I can't say who, but it's someone very, very close to Marcus, that, and this was a couple of years ago, that England was his first option back then. Now, bearing in mind that at the time, England only really had Grealish, Rashford, Sancho, and Saka in the wide areas. You could say Foden, okay, but Foden isn't really. Anyway, but I think now England have got so many players in the position that he plays, it's going to be very, very difficult for him to get into that national team at Burnley. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, think about England right now. I mean, Rashford is back in the team. Grealish is on the cusp. You've got Cole Palmer. You've got Saka. I mean, the list is endless of Rodgers. Yeah, these wide players for England, even as a 10, they're spot for choice. So I think he's being realistic now. And I think he's probably realized that if he chooses Cyprus, he's going to be the guy.
He's going to be the guy.
He's going to be the guy.
Yeah.
And that's massive. That's absolutely massive, because let's get it right. The attendances are low for the national team games. Yeah. But can you imagine what it would do to have him on the pitch? And again, no disrespect to the likes of Moldova and Belarus and all that, right? He would run rings around them. Rings around them. I think it's a no-brainer, but listen, sometimes, when you get older, you mature, you realize things you should have done in the past. So maybe whatever, hindsight is a beautiful thing, but
and you realize you should have gone where it's massive all the time.
All the time.
Not just during the international break. It's massive all the time.
Anyway, what's next?
Anyway, so that is the international part of today's pod done. However, Mappa continues on in the domestic season as well. And there's been a bit of news for some of the teams. So what I've done is what I normally do in the off-season. I had a look at whoever is towards the bottom of the table and worked my way up. So, Paralimni had nothing, but Achna did have a thing. And it's a thing that I think is going to echo down a little bit once what we're expecting to happen ends up happening. And this is Ilias Soulis resigning from being Achna's representative in the Cyprus FA. So apparently the reason he's handed in his resignation, this was what was pointed out, it's specifically because of the ethics and transparency issues at the Cyprus FA. It's almost as if voting in the piss boy of the criminal beforehand to head the thing in the first place might be a problem. Who knew?
Well, that certain someone you mentioned might not be there for much longer.
Yep.
I don't know. It's not one of those you heard it here first kind of things, but you heard it here first.
Anyway. Yes. So that's the Achna bit. Now the next one up is we go a bit further up. We skip a couple of clubs. Oh no, we don't. We don't, because Agridas are in third to last, and they haven't announced it yet.
No,
there's been because obviously every time something happens at Agridas, they release the news officially about a month later.
Yes.
But yes, they have on the 26th of March. It was at least reported by everyone that Agridas have agreed a contract with Yanagis Okas to take over following the resignation of Marios Nicolaou. Okas was last in charge of Anorthosis and was shown the door in 2024, which led to them bringing in Camoranesi the first time at the end of November. But yeah, so Sapintos, lock away your Sapintos, Okas is back.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
By the way, there's a comment here from Just George. My wife got this in Cyprus at some point. I can't remember who she got it for, but yeah, it reminds me of the.
She got it for.
Yeah, it reminds me. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those mandiliers that everybody has at their house.
Yes.
Because Cyprus is misshapen, and it's got like the Decker, flamingos, Golosicaso. Jiko is where Morpho's supposed to be. There's a wind farm where Guerinha is.
Oh man. All the famous landmarks.
Yeah. And then there's a moped in Bitilia, normal stuff.
Is there one of Bedro fishing there as well?
No, instead they've got the flamingos because that's where he goes fishing, isn't it? Yeah. Fair. Yeah, they put the flamingos where Ayanaba is. Yeah, so it's a great mug. Anyway, we got to skip a couple of places up the league, and next we go to AL. Yes. Now you see, this is Leonatel being thank you'd. So this was going on for a couple of weeks. Apparently, there was offers for him from South Korea that he didn't want to take, and then Ortabasi came in and put an offer in for him, and I negotiated for a little bit, and they finally announced he's gone. So the 29-year-old Brazilian forward has finished another short stint in Cyprus. He played 24 games since he signed for IL in the summer, and scored and assisted in 5 goals. So short stint, he was at IL for 8 months. His other stints, Bafos last season from August to February, and Abuel 2 times, 1 season each on loan. So yeah, he's gone to Ortabasi, which is the team in Kazakhstan that David Abanya also signed.
Correct.
For. And
have you noticed how many players have left Cyprus to go to Azerbaijan?
Kazakhstan.
Is it Kazakhstan?
Yeah, he's gone to Kazakhstan. Ortabasi.
Why do I think it was Azerbaijan?
Well, because there's been a few transfers this summer from Cyprus to Azerbaijan as well. There was Boli, I think, from Apollon, went to Baku.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of others as well.
What's his name from AEK? The winger, Faraj.
Yeah, Imad Faraj went out there as well. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah. So it's 2 to Kazakhstan.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's the transfer window that's still open. So
yeah. Well, someone tweeted us. There's an account called The Graphics. It hasn't got many followers, but it said Ortabasi's recruitment network has pulled 3 players from Cyprus this window. It suggests systematic. Yeah, it says 3. Can't think of who though. One? Pass. No clue.
Interesting.
No clue.
Well, I know that the coach at Ortabasi was previously at Petrocub when Abanya was there.
Petrocub. I'm sure someone went there.
So yeah.
That's not Kazakhstan, is it?
No, that's Moldova.
Kazakhstan Premier League. This is going to do my head in now.
No, there was a player who signed for a team. There's a couple of players who signed for teams in Uzbekistan in the summer.
Yeah,
that's I think what you're remembering, because one of the teams had a Q and a Z in it.
Man, this is going to do
Remember,
my
it was
head
like
in.
Kijlim or something like that.
There's got to be. I mean, Transfermarkt has always got something. Transfer overview. Which players have gone to that fucking league from Cyprus? It's going to do my head in.
I can't move on to the next thing because that's your thing.
Okay. So let's move on then. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Okay.
Yeah. So the next team to talk about is Anorthosis.
Yeah, we're linked with Achna as well, to be honest.
Yeah, it's linked with Achna as well. So off you go.
Yes. So the name of this particular episode is Bet on Achna. And it looks like people are betting on Achna because just the other day, Achna were 2.3 to beat Anorthosis at the weekend. Fast forward to a couple of days ago, they went down to 1.51. And I believe now they're 4-7. And Anorthosis up to 6.0. Well, I put a 5 on Anorthosis to win at 5.25. Just for the bands. But Anorthosis are now 6.0. So what I'm assuming is when Achna were at 2.3, there was a flurry of bets on them to win the game, which has then since reduced the odds to, I think it's now 1.4, if I'm not mistaken, if we're going through the decimal slightly.
So what does that mean? What does that mean for normal people?
So if you bet a pound on 1.5, you're going to get your pound back and 1.5 on top.
Okay.
Yeah. So Anorthosis are now 5.2, well, worth 5.25. So if you put a quid on that, you get your quid back and you're 5.25. Yeah. So every time if you put a fiver, you get your fiver plus multiple of 5.25 with a fiver. There's 25 quid plus your fiver. Make sense?
So yeah. So, okay, so now right.
So
that means
basically looking at that,
Achna are the
favourites. Yeah. Bearing in mind that Achna haven't won a game in 6 and Anorthosis are unbeaten in 7.
That's baffling.
Well, it is and it isn't. You see, if Achna at 2.3 had there were loads of bets on them to win, tells me that maybe someone knows something about that game, potentially. Now, for Anorthosis' odds to be now 6.0, which is higher than what it was the other day, says they are well outsiders. I mean, there's no chance that they're going to win according to the odds, which is, again, weird because you'd think that Anorthosis, again, unbeaten in 7, top of Group B. All right, maybe Sensi being out and Rafa Lopez being out is going to make a difference, but again, I don't know. It stinks a little bit to me. And
it's a little bit smelly.
Yeah. So yeah, it's watch this space. Let's see what happens at the weekend.
But yeah, are we the only ones that have pointed this out? Nobody else has had a look at that.
Well, as far as I'm aware, we are the only ones. And there have been people that have mentioned something online when we posted it on X. But most people have been saying, "Oh, just put your money on Anorthosis." But I don't know.
Something weird's going on. Yeah, why would the odds be so high on Anorthosis to win the game? I mean, they're asking for people to just bet on Anorthosis, isn't they?
Well, see, this is the thing. You would logically, you'd say, "Oh, Anorthosis are in top form at the moment. Ethnic are struggling, and with those odds, you got to put a lot of money on that. You got to, but football doesn't always, work out the way that you'd expect it to. And this is what this is what you would call a coupon buster.
Yeah.
You put your 10 games, and out of the one, it kills you, and it will be this one. But for Anorthosis to be 6.0 on Bet365, it's crazy. But again, it's very, very suspicious. For Achna to be 2.3 and go all the way down to 1.5, so their odds are being slashed to the point that it's like, well, they're odds on almost.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. This episode, Bet on Achna, sponsored by Betfred. Anyway.
Betfred, yeah. What, Pedro put out a post earlier today. Where is it? I'll be rich on Sunday. I'll put my house down on a specific bet, so I'm not going to work on Monday.
Oh, dear.
See, George says, I want to say a 4.9. I don't know where you've seen that, George, bro, but I bet 365, they're 6.0. They're 6.0. Mental. Absolutely mental. I should wait a day. Anyway.
Well,
I'm bored of betting big to clear the debt.
I mean, that's one way to do it. Now, some sad news coming out of Anorthosis next.
Yes.
And that is that Stella Marcu has announced her resignation from her role as the press person for Anorthosis due to family reasons. She put out a pretty long post on her social media, saying a lot of things, doing a lot of descriptive bits and pieces, speaking about her family being Anorthosis, that people will never understand what it means to be Anorthosis, and and also a slight little push for the thenligisame.com website to get people to donate a bit more money towards the club to help alleviate the finances. But yes, Stella Marcu is no longer the press officer for Anorthosis. Stella.
Well, she's their third in 4 years.
Is she?
Yeah.
That was Mihai Ludi.
And what's his name before? With the eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Michali, we're going to put your question up afterwards. Don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah, don't worry, it's coming there.
Stella has been a hero, forever grateful for her time and efforts. Well, do you know what? She made a lot of appearances on the radio, and to be honest, God bless her, she was basically repeating the same thing time and time again, the poor woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hey, anyway. Next.
Yeah, next. So we have to climb a few places again, up to 5th place. And so there was an alternate image we were going to go for the. But anyway, before we get to that, let's do Aris first. So, do you want to talk about this thing that happened? Del, let's talk about Aris first. So do you want to talk about this?
Okay, I'm gonna go to hell for this. So, as you guys know, today is the 1st of April, being April Fool's Day, and we mentioned it earlier in the show.
Yeah.
People were putting up various posts. I mean, even Omoni News put up an April Fool's Day post saying that Abo asked Baba Stavro for a financial donation, blah, 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 whatever. And I thought, well, let's get a little bit creative, but let's try to be a bit realistic. Because if you say Mo Salah is going to join Garmio this side, it's going to be like, oh, whatever, it's definitely an April Fool's Day joke. But I figured, let me do something a little bit more creative and something that might get people's juices flowing. So I put out a cheeky little post on X this morning saying, Tony Bloom, the Brighton owner and 29% stakeholder of Hearts, was going to add Ari to his portfolio. And I just put it out there. Now, a couple people knew that it was a joke. But should I say, I received a message from someone somewhere saying, what's going on? What have you heard? And I was like, April Fool's Day. It's a joke.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's not really happening.
Yes. Yes. And it was like, shit. But let's just say it was someone related to that specific club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say anything else, but the one thing I've gathered from that little tete-a-tete is there are more eyes on This Is Mappa social media than I actually thought. And they're quite big eyes as well.
Hi,
Sorry.
eyes.
Sorry. It was just an April Fool's Day joke. I mean,
Hi, eyes.
I'm sorry. Not.
Oh,
Not.
speaking of not mentioning people, but mentioning people. Did Japan win in the internationals this time around? They were playing another team that I'm not supposed to mention.
Japan?
Yeah, Japan played a
They
team
played
that I'm not
England.
supposed. Did they?
Yeah, beat England 1-0 last night.
Oh, okay. I need to check
the
this.
team that you weren't supposed to mention won, and a lad from Watford scored a couple goals. Pretty decent player as well.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Well, hopefully they kept a clean sheet as well.
No, I think they won 5-1 against.
They didn't keep a clean sheet.
Was it Curacao? I think they played Curacao.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure they won 5-1 against Curacao. I think it was Curacao.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
Anyway, while you're checking that, I will go to the next story that everybody's been waiting for me to talk about, I guess. And yeah, there was going to be an alternative image to the pod, where it was going to be that Haris Fodil image of him sat in a chair and a desk at the press conference, which is far too big for his body stature, and he looked so lonely. Mr. Lonely. And on top of that, we were going to try and sneak in Beatrice's head kind of peeking from behind the Abuelis AC banner in the background there. But anyway, let's talk about it. Haris Fodil finally, look how sad he is. Look how sad that poor man is. The weight of the world on his shoulders. Anyway, Haris Fodil finally had his first press conference as the new president of Abuel. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
No, please do. Please do.
No. I'm not going to bother with that. What I'm going to pull out some choice bullet points, and I'm going to start with the positives because let's be positive vibes. I smell the positive vibes. Anyway, new contracts have been offered and accepted by Bursaididis, Vrondis, Giannakou, and Gartirgis, so that's good. Stavros Georgiou and Gutsagos have had new proposals sent to them as well. Very good. Concentrate on youth. Bring those players up. Gutsagos has been very good this season. If we can get more players like him coming through the ranks, then you're less reliant on those expensive foreigners. Now, Fodil is placing his shares in a trust to be managed by an advisory committee and donated in the name of the club's fans. That accounts for 20% of the share capital in the club. The advisory committee announced by Fodil seems to have actual people with actual experience in the financial sector, with government financing, auditing, and legal experience. The auditing one is the important one for me. They've got 2 people out of the 4 member team of this advisory committee that work for KPMG, and that's going to be very important, I think, going forward. I expect these 4 to be very busy over the next few months and to issue their own statements in due course. So yeah, he's going to keep only 100 of the shares for himself because, 100 years, where there's 100 years, everything, 1926, 100 years. It's all vibes and business and whatever. Anyway, so More positives. He pointed out that if the club gets into Europe, then only 20% of the money earned will be spent on the squad, with the other 80% going towards dealing with 39 million euros of debt, which will climb to 44.5 million if they don't cover this. 43.5 million if they don't cover this 5.5 million euro gap for this season. Now, that might annoy some fans if the results don't look great on the pitch over the next couple of seasons. But as Fodiola stated, it's better to come out of the debt restructuring plans to launch into title and cup charges with a healthy balance sheet to be competitive henceforth. He wants
henceforth.
Henceforth. That henceforth is my word, not his.
Henceforth.
Yeah. Now, he wants to appoint a technical director, a sporting director, and improve the scouting department so that two things can happen. One, Abuel is able to bring in and develop players for future sales. And two, you're no longer going to have those pictures with the president being like, look at the player I signed.
Hold on. I thought you already had a technical director.
Now, that's the one there. That's the smelly business. Is one of the smelly bits of business that I was going to get
Penfold.
Yeah.
He looks like Penfold.
He really does, doesn't he? So who's Danger Mouse at this point?
Yeah, well. He's Penfold.
So we've got.
Oh God, Malaga, let me bring up a screen. Pedro, if you don't know, listen. If you don't know who Penfold is, I'm gonna bring him up. Yeah.
Well, no, you have to bring up the images of them together. So, you'll have to find one and the other. Well, yeah, because people might not know what Almeida looks like.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Fodil?
No.
Who are you talking about?
Brother, 1 minute. Fuck's sake.
Which one out of all of them are you talking about?
Okay. But let me bring it up. Fuck's sake. Right. So there's a certain someone on the right-hand side. Where is it? Come on, flipping hell. Who's the guy on the right-hand side?
Who's the guy on the right-hand side?
You don't know who the guy is on the right-hand side with the glasses?
Who's the guy on the right-hand side with the glasses?
Is that not Alessandro?
Yeah, but Alessandro's not part of the. He's not officially.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. Alessandro looks like Penfold.
Yeah, Penfold. Yeah, and I'll tell you. Let me bring up Penfold for those who don't know who Penfold is. Fucking hell. That's all. I thought you were working with me here, man. 1 minute.
Why? I was like, Almeida. It looks like Penfold. What?
This guy, Penfold, Danger Man.
There he is. That's Alessandro. Alessandro. Yeah, there you go. There he is. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna take it down.
Fucking
Don't kill me.
Fucking Penfold. Anyway, yeah. So now to the negatives, and the big one is Petridis is still at the club.
That's not a negative. It's a great thing. He's in the background. He's pulling the strings.
While he's resigned from president, he's still involved because, and I quote, his signature is still required for the banks. What a load of balls. Like you get all the balls and you pile them up and it's a load. It's a load of balls. Hairy balls. It's a company, right? A company who changes their CEO, their president, right? Sorry, he's not a CEO, he's the president because the CEO is apparently still Almeida. Anyway.
Not the technical director.
No, he will then become a technical director. Yeah. Now, yeah. So, you should be able to change a president in 2 months. Haris Fodio's been in charge for 2 months. You'd think in that time they would have filled out the fucking forms that says this signature here, fuck this signature off. Here's the signature that you now need to approve any transaction going in and out of the bank accounts, please. And that's it. Why does Promise still need to be involved at the club? I mean, I know why he still needs to be involved at the club. I'm asking a rhetorical question. But anyway, I think he's hanging around because he's the only one who knows where all the spooky skeletons are. Sometimes they're in the closet. Sometimes they pop up in Greece and ask for money at the most inopportune moments. And sometimes, just fucking hell, man. Why is he still at the club? Why is he still there? Why? Why?
You sound like someone who can't get rid of a tenant. His dog shit's all over the place. Why can't he get out?
It's
He
the
pisses
opposite.
in the bath. Why
It's the
can't he get
opposite.
out?
We're trying to fuck off a landlord. He won't fuck off.
Well, that's the problem. You can't get rid of the landlord. The
His
landlord owns the property.
So originally, Fodio came out and said that the club requires to find 4 million by the end of May. However, since then, despite transfers going out and getting money for those transfers, the value of the deficit that the club needs to find has gone up by €1.5 million. So Abuel
sold two players for $1 million.
FC Limited needs to find €5.5 million to finish the season.
Yes, but that's all. Up until this evening, it's the
well.
Go on.
I was going to get to it. So
sorry.
This is the bright spark, the thing that they wanted to the big grand idea that they thought of that nobody else has ever thought of. And they came up with a financial fan initiative. Yes.
Never heard of one of those before.
Yes. Then ligizame 2. Then ligizame barabano. Yeah. It's so. Yes, please, fans, donate money to us, please. Again. We need the money.
Again.
Now, the problem for me, I'm not gonna tell fans to not donate. If they want to donate, they can donate. Fodio made it very, very clear that his main thing is transparency. He wants to prove to people that everything's an open book. The bank account that apparently this money is going to is actually owned by the Somadio, for instance. However, when you've got fucking Palpatine going in the background going, yes, good, something, dark side, something, complete. You know, when you've got that dickhead in the background, I don't think I would trust the club with my money just yet. Because I was like, yeah, you know what? They're saying the right things. I'll get the page up. I'll put something in. And then I carried on reading down the press conference. And that was the question that said, is Brother Omos Petridis still involved in the day-to-day running at the club? And Haris Fodil said what he said. And that made me close the page. Not having any of my money, boys.
Well, look,
Rock
over
Axe,
2,000 people have
Axe.
donated.
Rockax, he's got the comment. Always true, there are no more, no less. A master and an apprentice. So yeah, it's a Star Wars reference, though. It's Star Wars, man. Come on, get with the game. Anyway, listen, I put the text for the announcement, but I'm not gonna read the whole thing. But the main thing is Abuel is si.
Not me.
Abuel is you.
No.
Abuel
Not me.
is you. Steph.
No.
Abuel is
No.
you.
No. I'm not this. Sorry. I'm not
Today,
this.
more than ever, Abuel needs everyone's support. Every contribution, big or small, is an important step towards stabilizing and strengthening the club. This is the moment to prove that Abuel's true power lies in its people.
True power.
Together, true power, unlimited power. Anyway,
What are we doing here, man?
together, we can secure the present and build a more stable and optimistic future for our team. Abuel belongs to you.
Not me.
Now,
you.
Yeah, they made a big deal about reaching 1926 donations. You get it, like the year. Stel.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And as of recording,
It's got to 200 grand.
As of recording, there's been 2,204 donations, and there's 206,615 euros donated. So
206,000. So it's gone up again.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
alive.
It looks like they're on course for hitting that target, right?
Well, they're not going to reach 5.5 million euros, man.
But till the end of May.
No, I mean, look, Anorthosi have had their thing since the beginning of the season, and they haven't hit 700,000 euros.
Yeah, but do you have as many rich businessmen that supporting Anorthosi as you do with Abuel?
I guess not. But I mean, you're going to make me do some maths now, aren't you? You're going to make me do some maths.
I'm not making you do anything.
If we've got 2,204 donations, right? Where's the calculator on this?
Look, put it this way. Right?
206,615 euros divided by 2,204 donations is 94 euros per donation. So it's not rich people.
Yeah, now I mean, Pedro says people got paid today, right? But this is still early, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing, right? Okay. The money rich and also so the others can relax. Let's relax a little bit here, right? Let's get it right. I'm guessing, and again, I could be completely wrong, that there have been people in the past that have wanted to donate money to the club, but because of a certain someone being there, they don't trust that their money will go to the club, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, if, as Mr. New President said, that guy is still in the background, people are going to be less inclined to put their money in. Now, if he clears off between now and the end of May, I'm pretty certain there'll be people putting their hands in their pocket saying, right, I'm really willing to put money in my pocket. Hand in my pocket to put money in the club, because there are Abuel fans that I know personally in Cyprus that months ago were saying to me, I'm not doing this again until he leaves. I'm not doing it again until he's left.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, good question. What are your estimations on how much they will gather? And how much did you donate?
I donated 0 for the time being
Karayok.
because because for the same thing that you said about other people not willing to donate while Promise is still there. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense, man. He's the guy that landed the club in the shit in the first place.
Yeah.
If he's still there, why the fuck would you want to put money in it?
Exactly. Why we talked about previously investors not wanting to get involved with Abuel while he's there. Why would normal people want to invest in Abuel while he's there? If anything, we know more about what kind of a shithead he is with the money.
Mm.
Yeah. What are my estimations? I really don't want to put a number there. I mean, a lot of people were optimistic about previous things that the club announced, which turned out to be wet farts. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're going to get the money that they're expecting. Now, if they're able to get to at least 500,000, 750 grand, that already makes a pretty sizable dent in that deficit.
Player sales would have an effect on that as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, can you see anyone leaving between now and say whichever transfer window closes in the rest of the world?
Well, I had a look at the transfer windows that are still open, and there's not that many.
No,
There's not that many because even like the winter, kind of the
winter equivalent.
the winter summer seasons, as opposed to the autumn spring seasons, the winter summer seasons. No, hold on. How would you?
When does the Scandinavian windows open?
Their transfer window closes in March, I want to say.
Sweden is July to August.
And then they have another one during the normal transfer period.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh no, hang on. It opens late January, runs till the end of March. So that's done anyway.
Yeah.
Flipping hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, here's one from Bedro.
If I take under consideration the Goniga tickets flop, the group stage ticket sales flop, the apartment that was never given, I don't think they will pass 1.2 million max. I think 1.2 million is very optimistic.
Okay, so let's move forward a little bit here.
Yeah.
What happens? What are the consequences if you do not hit that 5.5 million?
Just it gets added onto the debt pile.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
nothing new then, basically.
Yeah, but it gets added to the debt pile. But the smaller that debt pile is, the more likely you're going to get an investor interested, right?
I guess. Look, it depends on a lot of things, man. When an investor looks at a club, they need to do their due diligence, and obviously the finance is going to be top of the list. Yeah. And when they see the balance sheet and they see this debt, they're going to want to know where that money is owed. And if that's not declared, then you're fucked.
Correct. Now, there's the other thing as well, is the UEFA criteria, because there's an embargo in place right now.
Yeah.
Because somebody hasn't been paid what they're owed.
It's not Pizzi. I thought I was sorted.
No, Pizzi got sorted. No, this is Alanopoulos.
Oh God, flipping hell.
Yep.
Oh my.
Yep. So Rockax, the next season for Abuel is going to be a very difficult one. The idea is that they're going to replace some of the more costly foreigners with these youth prospects coming through. So they will expect Stylianos Vrondis, Stavros Georgiou, Bursaididis, Giannakou to get more minutes, get more time, and therefore there'll be certain foreigners who'll be shown the door or won't have their contracts renewed.
Mate, I'll be honest with you. I think that youth academy can save this club.
Yep.
You know, because
There's
look,
some
let's
really good
get
players in it.
right. Yeah, there's a lot of good young players there, and I can tell you already that one or two of them are being looked at by clubs in Spain. I know this for a fact. But again, because of their age, you're not going to get a massive fee for them. But what you will get is a sell-on, you
Yeah.
know, and then you're going to hope. But then you have players like Gutsago, for example, up front, who, okay, if you do sell him, you're not going to get big money, but you'll get something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that a lot of these young players are getting opportunities, whether it be at Aredepo, whether it be wherever it is. And to be fair, and I'm not just saying this as a separate football connoisseur, so to speak, but there are loads of eyes on the Cyprus League at the moment.
Yes.
Loads of eyes. So it's not a case of thinking about one or two starlets like your Loizus or whatever to go abroad. You got a handful of players that even at the likes of Paralimni or Aradipo that are being scouted and looked at. So there is that hope, but it's a massive, massive hole, man. It's a massive amount of money. It's fucking hell.
Yep, they've got to start making a dent in it somehow, and it's a reduced budget for the playing stuff.
Yeah, but also Thassa, something that maybe I can't remember if you mentioned it, but the recruitment has to be right as well.
Correct.
Because you guys have been bringing in players willy-nilly, and there've been some random signings that just haven't worked out.
Romario Balde.
Yeah, again, but that's one of the questionable ones. But when I'm talking about the, you know, just some weird signings that come in, and you're thinking, well, what are they going to do for the team? It just, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
But anyway, that's what's happening at my club.
We've done 14 minutes on your club. Fucking hell.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on to the team that's currently in not second place, and that is Omonia.
Mm-hmm.
And this is they've announced. So you've got a bit more detail on this, but they announced something with the Cyprus Red Cross.
I paid no attention to this, to be honest.
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
I paid no attention to it because it's philanthropy with Omonia, and it's just look. On the one hand, I'm looking at it, so it's a great cause. They're doing a lot of charity stuff and blah blah blah. But the cynic in me always says, they're just doing it to boost the valuation of the club, because the more philanthropic stuff you do, the better it is for your profile, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, it is what it is.
Isn't philanthropic stuff a tax write-off as well?
You said it, not me.
I said it. So philanthropic stuff is a tax write-off. There you go. Now, and that is...
We got bigger problems.
Yeah. Omonia have got problems. Have got problems.
Have you not seen the goalkeeping situation?
Yeah. Zoho got injured. I thought you'd be celebrating.
No. Listen. I will tell you this now. Did you see the goal that he conceded?
No, I didn't see the goal he conceded.
If we got, I don't know if we're going to get a copyright strike for it, so I'm not going to bring it up. But the goal that he conceded the other day, right? Tragic. Absolutely tragic. And I will tell you, listen, I will tell you my honest opinion about this bloke, yeah? He went off injured. I don't actually think he was injured. I think he shit the bed. He shit the bed, right? I don't want to play anymore. I think that's what happened. And who replaced him?
Who replaced him? Onana?
Adebayo.
Adebayo replaced him in goal.
And he made the mistake for the second goal.
Of course.
But if you look on X, just type in Uzoho's name and look on X, the amount of abuse the guy got online. One guy called Uzoho a big basket. And that for me, I don't even know what the fuck he means by that, but just that, just
Big
the
basket.
choice of words. He is a big basket. Hey, listen, brilliant. It's so poetic, these insults. I love it. But we're talking about people with blue ticks, like openly trashing the guy. He's gonna cost us the title this season, man. I'm telling you. It's just I'm just praying that Fabi is going to be back soon, because I've seen Fabi walking and he doesn't look like a guy that's got a fractured spine or whatever it was. So I think he'll be back for your game. I think he'll be back for your game.
Painkillers.
No. When you fractured your spine in 2 places, you're not going to be walking so easy like that, even with painkillers. It might be morphine, but he didn't look high as a kite. So mind you, he was hugging Loiz or so. Joke. Flipping hell. Yeah.
Now, that is all the stuff Brodathima centric.
It's not a good time to sell unless something really good. The kids have potential. Yep. What's this one? Well, that was for real.
Yeah, the Zoho. The
Zoho
stuff.
Yeah. Poor man's. I'd take on Arna at this rate, or a big hole.
Pretty big, like.
Yeah. Flipping up.
So that is the Brodathima centric, team centric.
Yes.
News. Now, however,
I'm excited for this one.
Well, it kind of fits in with the Anorthosi Achna game, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
Do you wanna go?
No. You do it.
So we take another dip into the cesspool. There's that fucking Mustaga that I can't deal with. Every time he goes on every time he goes in the TV, he purges himself, and then all the evidence to the cases he's looking at gets thrown out the window. It's almost like he does it on purpose. But anyway, there's the other 4 people that are there that take things a bit more seriously, and there's 2 things that have come out from the cesspool this last week. And the first one is that they seem to be investigating a specific player who is active right now, who is apparently involved in up to 32 different suspicious matches, according to data received by CES as provided by FIFA. Now, I've already told Stel who I think it is. And people, long-time viewers of the pod will also know who I think it is. But anyway.
Throw out the trash.
Yeah, throw out the trash. Put it in the bin. And the second thing is that CES are openly looking at the Group B party, as apparently 2 clubs have raised concerns.
Oh.
Yes.
I wonder which 2 clubs it could be.
Now, there was one where they had a bunch of resignations lately.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they've got something to talk about there.
Listen, I'm not making accusations, but I get the feeling that there are 2 clubs that have had some resignations recently that are possibly involved. Possibly. You know, it's smelly. It's smelly.
Like could you smell the vibes again?
Like a queef. Sorry.
You can smell the vibes for sure.
Smell the vibes.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah.
Watch this space. Put this way, we will be looking at Group B probably more intensely than Group A at this rate.
Yeah. That's where the party is.
You know how you get these referees or these former referees or pundits that go on the radio and they talk about the decisions at the weekend. And I think we should do like dodgy or not. We should do that. Dodgy or not.
I smell another banger coming in next week.
Yeah. Oh, don't give me ideas. Flipping out. Anyway.
Yes. Anyway,
we're done.
There is one more thing that we need to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. And it's a belter this week because I've read it.
Generalissimo.
Yes.
It's time to spin the wheel. What is coming? We don't know. Spin the wheel now.
Yes, it's that time of the week. And so I've got 3 specific things that I wanted to bring up. Maybe you want to add to them after I said these. So, excuse me. First one is Fidos Kyriakou is a staff member of Agridas Chloragas. They're there again. In the match against Anorthosi, he was sent off for inadequate behavior off the bench. He went violently towards the referee and pushed him.
Why?
And for that, he got a fine, right? And he's also been banned until September 20th, 2026.
Lovely.
So what's that? April, May, June, July, August.
6
months.
6 months, yeah.
6 months. Then next one is we've got. Well, this one kind of explains the.
Fuck you, bloody!
This next one is Dimitris
Aerosmith.
Yeah, in Omonia Radipo versus Paralimni. I don't want to close my eyes. Yeah.
Galera. Don't want to fall asleep. I still miss you, mate.
I don't want to miss a thing. And when I dream, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby. Anyway, this is Dimitris Magis, the it says football supervisor in the translation, but it's not that. Whatever Dimitris Magis does at Omonia Radipo, he was sent off for inadequate behavior on the bench. Specifically, he left his team's technical area, came behind the opposing team's goals to argue with the defender of Enos's Neo Paralimniu. After being sent off with a red card, he addressed the referee, cursing him. After the end of the match, he displayed unsportsmanlike behavior towards the assistant coach of the visiting team, where he insulted and cursed him, causing tension. And for that, he's been fined and banned for 3 games. Nice. And then I've got another one here. Is Andreas Ioannou. He's part of the Apollon Lemesou under-17s coaching team. And he was sent off because he entered the field of play shouting, cursing, and pushing the second assistant with his body. And for that, he's been fined and banned until the 20th of September.
Nice.
Those are the 3 things that I found that were very, very interesting.
We had a couple of naughty ones. We had Omonia Radipo fans. They were... Well, I think they went after the referee after the game, didn't they?
Yep.
And they were threatening the referee. And then Anorthosi fans... I think it's the second time this season with the racist chanting. If I'm not mistaken, it was Brenner at the beginning of the season, and this time it was against Agrida, if I'm not mistaken.
It was against Agrida. Yes.
Apollon fans were burning scarves.
One Apollon fan in particular. Veronidis made it clear that it was just the one.
Yeah. Monekos Enadis Mail, standard drinking.
Alcohol, yeah.
Yes. And then there was a few fights, wasn't there? I think Bayek,
Yep.
Achna, Map, whatever. So yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Nice. Very good.
There you go.
Happy days. Happy. Anyway,
Happy.
we're done.
Yep.
It's time to spin the wheel. What is coming? We don't know. Spin the wheel now.
That is that. We are finished. C'est fini.
C'est fini. C'est fini.
There we go. Wunderbar. Ah, lovely.
Oh,
Oh.
muchas gracias.
That's it. Well done. Bueno. Right, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Don't forget to give us a follow on Instagram and X at This Is Mappa. We reached another milestone this month from August 2025 to today on Instagram. 3 million views.
That's
3 million.
That's almost 6 million eyes.
Yes. Yes, 3 times the amount of people living in Cyprus.
Mm.
Follow us at Flares Cafes. And don't forget our
Please.
sponsor, Step Out Cyprus, the AI gurus. You want your statistics? Go to them. Demand it. Oh, 1 minute. Right, you left me waiting for an answer to my question. Are you typing in the dark or something? You left me waiting for an answer to my question.
What question?
What was the question? Let me find it.
You
won't get rid of me for free. You have auto-renewed contract. That's all. No, still it will get worse because this major pile is wedges. He's typing in the dark for the national games. Oh, 1 minute. Let me find it. Oh, about the 1 month. Yeah, because the national team. Yeah, because Pedro says the national team games next year they're going to be for a month long.
It's 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks. They're going to have one long international break in September instead of breaking it up into 2 between September and October. So you have
just
3 weeks
rather
in
than
September.
7 games to talk about, we'll talk about 3.
Yeah.
No, because 3 weeks is 21 games.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's supposed to be 6 games in those 3 weeks.
Okay, well, there you go.
Listen, Mappa is Mappa. Something fucking weird's going to happen during those 3 weeks.
Of course. Especially next season. 100% with all the shit that goes on.
Mama. Especially if Garmodisa get promoted. Oh, we'll have things to talk about every
now
day.
you're talking.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Hold on a second. Let me just check the Rockets. Rockets has sent me something. What's he sent me? Hang about. I don't want to end the show without seeing Rockets' I was going to say thing, but what have you sent me there, Rockets? I can't see anything. Hold on a second. Rebelle, what's going on? Hold on. For some reason, it's not letting me look at the messages on the NC network thing. Oh, yeah, they're coming up as well. Flipping hell.
29 February are coming up. That's all. Yeah, sorry, yes. 2 on Money Are Too Furious. Well, when they get promoted, I'm gonna have to think of a new nickname that will piss them off. So,
all right, hold on. Let's have a look. What has Rocket sent?
What has he sent? What has he sent? What we got?
What we got?
Guys. This dead space. We've got to do something.
Hold on.
Quick before I start singing.
No. Rockex, listen, hold on. This is really unprofessional. Really unprofessional. Hold on. Boy.
Yeah.
Me have you find it. Right, okay. So Rockax is working on something called X Assist, which is all about stats and other interesting things. It says real life event logging with custom buttons, multiplayer tracking, and split half timers. Your screen stays on and auto saves every 2 seconds. Rockax, you need to come on the show and explain more about this, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I haven't had the chance to look at this. I've been so fucking busy with life and other stuff. But you're more than welcome to come on and talk about this, bro. Honestly, I ain't got a problem with it. You can explain to us in more detail. If you've got any screenshots, any examples of stuff that you've done, and obviously related to Brathlima, let's do this, man. I'm easy. I'm sure Thussel will be all right with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Won't you,
Yes,
Thussel?
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Right. There you go. There you go. I've checked it. I've checked it. I've even promoted it. There you go. Watch yourself. Anyway, are we done?
We're done. We're done.
We're done. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you very much. We shall be back next Wednesday when the Brathlima returns. What games have we got this weekend anyway?
Oh, we got some games.
Buffo Omonia Buffo, Apoel Ari, Apollon Aek, Ethnico Anorthosi, Paralimni Olympiago, Omonia Dipo Ael, and Agrida Krasava.
Like I said, there's some games.
Tasty, tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we leave them with a song before we? Shall we just? Nah, it's all right. Fuck it. Embarrassed.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Dude looks like a lady. No. Walk the